MapSwitch for introducing this innovation. I think it is an innovation in Uganda. I don't know whether anybody else has done it, whereby you can bank money using the card on which you have got an identification number, and you do it through a mobile phone.
Uganda has a dualistic economy with a representation of 14% monetary and 86% non-monetary. In a sense, the non-monetary percentage of 86% is the unbanked money mostly within peri-urban and rural areas of the country, whose population stands at approximately 30 million. It is with this background, MapSwitch partnered with Postbank Uganda to extend banking services to rural and peri-urban areas. The 2008 partnership has the objectives of enhancing government's policy dubbed as Bonabagagawale, or Prosperity for All, in which government projects an income of shillings 20 million for every household per annum through various projects that include agriculture, farming, small-scale industries, poultry, and many others according to the prevailing environment. Commissioning the services in Kampala at MapSwitch offices, the President of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, applauded Map International for creating a modern technology targeting Uganda's rural settings.
The problem with economies like the one of Uganda is that a big portion of it is informal. It is not in the formal structures. So this one adds to that, to enable our people to come into the formal money sector.
Yeah, initially people were moving to the banks. This new venture is taking banking services to the people. This is a very good innovation. So people will be encouraged more to save money, to take loans, because the banks are within their vicinity, and their savings will be secured. They will have cards, credit cards, which have got all the information, the biography, everything that is required. So when we see banks moving to the people, to the clients, then we are in business.
This technology therein, Postbank and MapSwitch Uganda, is further projected as a value addition for the government's program of Bonabagagawale.
I first learned about Bonabagagawale from His Excellency President Museveni, and one of the major challenges in developing countries is the fact that the majority of people don't have what the President calls bankable identification.
Now the Bonabagagawale, which Mr. Landa was speaking about, aims at ensuring that all the homesteads in Uganda produce for food, but also for money. That means they become part of the money economy. So this effort to enable them to bank their money is at the right time and in the right place.
And people will be able to use electronic money, buy airtime electronically, pay their school fees, pay their regular bills from their village without needing to go to the main payment center. Teachers, soldiers, other people, government employees and pensioners will be able to receive their money directly to their own bank accounts, get an SMS on their phone to tell them that they got the money, where there'll be no corruption in the system. And this is all part of the Bonabagagawale, which means prosperity for all, giving the people who are previously unbanked in the rural areas the ability to join the formal sector.
Kachiri is a peri-urban center northwest of Kampala. The area is already benefiting since the introduction of their first bank in April 2009, which happened to be Postbank's 25th branch in the country.
They're already useful because the card I am now having for this account of mine is a map Posta Association. So they're already helping, but they are going to help in something else, quick money transfers. Because you see, I may have a teacher, and the teacher is in my rural area. Now he had to go to Kampala or to Wakiso to get his money. No longer.
The best advantage I've seen with the post bank in this rural setting is the introduction of the ATM machine within the area. This one I think will help us. For example, at times we go up to late hours when the bank has closed. But that one will help us even to bank.
As post bank, since we are growing, I really feel that we still have a lot of potential. The idea of expanding, creating more branches, it is just superb. There are so many people who really need our services. I've just realized it in Kachiri. So many are coming. When you look at the deposit rates, people are really encouraged.
This young boy is a primary 5 school goer. He rears birds to sell for a profit. His ambitions include to keep enough savings to increase on his capital and thereafter open a bank account. Whereas Ferdinando Lukwago, a sardine fish vendor, does not have enough hopes of saving a single shilling or to ever open a bank account because he feeds from his daily earnings. The challenge for the Ministry of Microfinance, MapSwitch and Post Bank Uganda remains at the balancing the projected income for homesteads and the sensitization of the would-be beneficiaries in coping up with the set procedures coupled with the newly introduced rural banking technology.
We are targeting the progressive circles, and at the same time we are encouraging the young circles to start up and also benefit from the services that Post Bank and MapSwitch are providing.
As MapSwitch Uganda, the PBU cardholder can now come to an agent who is registered to perform banking transactions on behalf of PBU Bank. The Post Bank account holder can now actually see his available balance, which will allow him to withdraw from that available balance. He will then enter the amount that wants to be withdrawn, and the card holder will then be requested to enter his PIN. The Post Bank agent can now take from his drawer the 30,000 shillings and hand it to the Post Bank card holder